State versus John Butler. The parties, Counselor, kind of write yourself on the record, please.
Detective John Tate, Hall Speed.
Butler, can you stand up, please?
Oh, sorry.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Butler, I'm sure you're aware you've been charged with the offense of reckless conduct. It's the felony offense. Allegation is that last evening at 8:32, you recklessly discharged a firearm inside the residence of 10 Monument Square in Hollis, placing Officer Joseph Wolinet, if I'm pronouncing that right, and a Margaret Midoffer in danger of serious bodily injury. Charging it.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is a felony offense, so no plea will be taken on this charge. Are you going to be applying for a court-appointed attorney, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
So we're going to schedule this for a probable cause hearing. The probable cause hearing will be held on March 28th. So what that is, Mr. Butler, is you'll have an attorney here with you. We'll have a hearing to determine whether there's probable cause for this matter to go forward to trial. Understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
The other issue we have to deal with this morning is your bail, or what the conditions of your release would be between now and the probable cause hearing. I'm going to ask the state to make a recommendation. If you want to respond, so agree to do so. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, early this morning, his bail was set at $50,000 cash. The state would suggest and recommend that they'll remain at that amount. This incident last night began as a simple welfare check at the defendant's address, to check on the welfare of his girlfriend at the request of a relative. Upon the officer arriving at the house, he was met by his girlfriend and the defendant. The defendant quickly became very angry, belligerent, and uncooperative with the officer while he was trying to determine whether his girlfriend was in fact okay. At times he attempted to push the officer, shut the door in the officer's face. Before, at that point is when the defendant went to another room in the house, and Officer Wallen heard at least one gunshot go off with the other resident in the other room in the house. At that point, he retreated with his girlfriend to make sure that she was out of harm's way. The defendant, after that, barricaded himself inside the house, armed with the firearms, for close to 8 hours. Required mutual aid from several different communities, including the SWAT team from Nashua. This went on for about 8 hours until ultimately decided to come out this morning at about 4 a.m. So for public safety, I would say he's definitely a concern for the safety of the public and the community. So I would ask for bail to be remaining at $50,000 cash.
Mr. Butler have any prior history with this criminal?
Very limited prior history, if any. Protective custody arrest in 2000. All speaks talking about than that, I believe he has no history.
Detective custody arrest, 2000.
Other than that, there's no criminal record.
Mr. Butler, the state's recommending, as you just heard, your bail be set at $50,000. Anything you'd like to say about your bail, sir?
I don't have $50,000, Your Honor.
I'm not surprised.
I've been caring for my girlfriend of 25 years. She has dementia. I've been a full-time caregiver for 2 years at least right now. I'm dealing with
Mr. Butler, I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt. The reason I'm going to interrupt you is anything you're saying here is being recorded. You understand that? Okay. This is not your trial. This is not your probable cause. What you say may be relevant to your bail, and so I'm not telling you you can't say it, but I just want to caution you that you're going to have an attorney when you come back for a probable cause hearing. So stick to not the facts of what happened as much as any bail issues you think I should be taking into consideration. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
So go ahead.
I don't have $50,000.
You were mentioning caring for your girlfriend. Does she have someone else to care for?
She has no close by family. I had gotten a call just before the officer arrived last night from a family member who informed me that they were going to take Peggy away Pennsylvania, and that was nothing that I had any knowledge of.
Well, I mean, what the officer said and what the representation he's made, I trust you can appreciate, is concerning to me. I mean, the standoff more than, I guess, is the main concern. Anything you want to say to alleviate that?
I have a pretty good reputation in Hollis. I was very instrumental in the Lawrence Barn Community Center, saving that building, getting it re-erected. I have a fairly responsible business in architectural conservation and photography, although during the last several years, the economic slowdown, as well as the time that I need to devote to Peggy at this point, work has been pretty slow and intricate. There are a couple of things that I'm involved in right now.
Well, I'm going to reduce your bill to $25,000 cash as surety. I don't know if that makes any difference or not, but I also am going to order that any firearms, any weapons be removed from your custody. You understand that, right? So if you have any weapons, for the time being, those are going to be removed from your custody. They're going to be taken into custody by the House Police Department. Part of your bail is going to be that you refrain from the use of alcohol or any non-prescribed medications or narcotics or controlled substances. Again, we'll be back here shortly on the 28th with an attorney when we can readdress your bail that day. If you and the attorney want to readdress it, okay? Any questions, sir?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Sheriff, you bring Mr. Butler. We're going to give him some documents to sign.
Want to sign those?